Almost every country in the world is trying to pick itself up and restore its economy to good health. This, in spite of the debilitating effect of the COVID 19 pandemic. India is no exception. The resilience shown by the world's strongest economies is being mirrored in the Indian business ecosystem as well. Indian companies are identifying levers that will help them navigate the consumer's new pathways to purchase. One of the key levers that has emerged in the new normal is the digital ecosystem. Digital's role in giving impetus to business resurgence cannot be overstated. Hi, I'm Suresh Venkat, and in this episode of Facebook and BCG present Turn the Tide, Unlock the New Normal, in association with CNBC TV 18, we explore the insurance sector. Insurance is a sector that people seem to consider increasingly important in their lives. This was reflected in a consistently positive consumer sentiment seen towards the sector even amidst the pandemic and the lockdown. Over the next half an hour, we will dissect the industry trends and analyze how insurance businesses should leverage the power of digital to cater to the changing needs of their customers. Today, I am joined by Gaurav Khurana, Vertical Head FinServ and Travel Facebook India, and Pranay Mehrotra, Managing Director and Senior Partner BCG India. Gaurav and Pranay, welcome to the show. Now, Gaurav, first question for you. The pandemic has clearly sparked a positive spending sentiment towards insurance. Can you share the three big highlights from the Facebook BCG report that exemplify this particular consumer trend?
The Indian insurance industry is quite mature, and the private insurers have more than 2 decades of experience behind them in the country now. Needless to say that marketers of all insurance companies have been hard at work in driving category penetration in what is still a relatively underpenetrated category. But I think it is also safe to assume that the pandemic has really played the role of a catalyst in driving awareness as well as penetration of insurance in a very short span of time. And the work that Facebook has done with BCG calls out some very clear consumer trends that have significant implications for the insurance industry. Um, Firstly, we see that there has been an acceleration in the role that digital is playing in influencing consumers. Approximately 40 to 45% of urban consumers who are interested in insurance expect digital to play a role in influencing their choice of brand and product. And just for context, this number was 30%, 30 to 35% pre-COVID. Secondly, we see that there is going to be an increasing shift towards online spending by consumers as they buy insurance products. The report says that approximately 60% of digitally savvy urban consumers who are planning to buy insurance are planning to do so online. And thirdly, consumers now want purchase journeys to start and culminate digitally. The whole 9 yards, which is essentially from discovery to evaluating various product options to generating code, filling up the application form to verification and eventually payment and policy issuance. More and more consumers want to go through the entire journey virtually rather than sitting face to face with an agent or a salesperson.
Pranay, coming to you. Now, pre COVID 19, the steady growth of the insurance sector in India was largely driven by the popularity of linked and health insurance products. In what way has the pandemic affected the market mix, and what are the key reasons for this shift in consumer behavior?
Thanks, Suresh. Actually, one of the key trends that we're seeing is that this crisis has brought insurance to the fore for consumers. We've spoken to more than a few thousands of consumers through multiple sets of surveys over the past few months. And one of the key trends that stands out is that consumers are keen on spending more on insurance. For example, more than 1 in 2 urban consumers express a need to spend more on life insurance. Driven by increased risk awareness, there is a strong inclination to buy more term insurance. Consumers want actually higher cover, broader coverage for health insurance. These are important shifts.
Gaurav, it's fairly clear that in the era of social distancing, digital influence on consumers is only going to increase. And insurance products are no exception to this. Now, what are the main bottlenecks that digital can help resolve for a more wholesome online experience when buying insurance?
With consumers spending more and more time online and also saying that they're likely to be influenced for insurance digitally, insurance marketers can definitely look at reaching out to their audiences to drive saliency, influence, and trust through digital platforms. Insurance is a relatively complex product with inclusions, exclusions, fine print, etc. All of that explaining education that were earlier done by the friendly agent will move to a digital or a virtual environment. Online platforms can again help here. They have the ability to deliver complex messages in a phased or a sequential manner. These messages can also be personalized or delivered in vernacular languages, helping brands drive better consideration. We see digital helping insurance companies in building journeys right from finding relevant audiences, generating leads, to closing out the sale. For consumers who still want to converse, these online journeys can be supported by the development of conversational flows on chat platforms, which can help replicate in-person conversational experiences that is pretty well entrenched in the sales of insurance products. Digital, through its ability to target at a hyper-local level, will be able to aid insurers in helping agents generate leads in their specific areas or pin codes of operation. It can further help in closure of those leads in a phygital manner through chat platforms.
Pranay, coming to you next. While an increased risk awareness and a perception of safe investments are driving the positive sentiment in the insurance sector, there's also some skepticism among consumers on companies honoring their commitments. Now, in this context, what should be the key steps for insurance players to induce purchase?
Trust has always been important, but trust in a particular brand, trust in a certain insurer is going to be increasingly important going forward. Trust needs to be earned through a clearly defined product proposition and also through a customer experience. That's going to separate one insurance from another in terms of inducing purchase and actually retention. The other factor that I did want to highlight is how well do insurers actually orient their business model to operate in a world which is increasingly going to be more virtual. For example, your traditional offline channels need to be set up with digital pathways. Your customer servicing, claim servicing needs to be frictionless. These are going to be critical factors if you want to induce purchase and actually high level of engagement with customers. Currently, the crisis has forced insurers to pivot their business model to a more virtual mode. The question that insurers need to answer is, how well is this business model set up in a sustainable manner to operate in a post-COVID world as far as the right processes are concerned? Or is this just a temporary solution to deal with the immediate crisis? As long as insurers reorient the business model to operate in a more sustainable manner in a more virtual world with the right processes and economics, they'll be in a much better position to translate the underlying demand into actual purchases.
Gaurav, the report says that 67% of industry players have started identifying paths to grow new sales channels, with digital playing a strong role. So, how will this affect the altered pathway to purchase for an insurance customer in the new normal? And also, how can businesses leverage digital and social for customer engagement all through the purchase journey?
Well, and insurance marketers will need to engage consumers in this emerging context. There needs to be some remarketing rethinking, right from considering changing the media mix and brand spends that drive the discovery online. Companies will need to build the right interface, have the right user experience that allows for greater self-serve stroke DIY when it comes to evaluation of products and eventual selection. As a prospect, I should be able to source all information I need on the insurer's website easily and in a logical manner that aids my conversion from a lead to a sale on the site itself. The important thing about digital is its ability to target very sharply, be contextual, and most importantly, be measurable and therefore be able to deliver ROI driven outcomes. With over 400 million plus Indians connected on Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp, marketers can create a full funnel journey that allows brands massive reach, which they can then use to guide them from awareness to consideration and eventual purchase. All of it in a seamless and a contactless digital manner.
And with that, we come almost to the end of the first segment of the show, but not before we get a closing comment from Pranay. So, Pranay, what's the one big takeaway from the report?
Overall, from an insurance perspective, and that applies to insurance marketers as well, you need to be ready to operate in a digital world. You need to accelerate your digital transformation. You need to use the current period to actually provide a further boost to the set of digital initiatives that you're taking, and that includes marketers.
And so it's time to thank Pranay for his comprehensive analysis of the developing trends in the insurance sector. Thank you, Pranay. A quick reminder for our audience, if you'd like to know more about the Turn the Tide initiative, please scan the QR code to download this industry-first report on the insurance sector. We are now joined by Vishy Vishwanan, Deputy Managing Director, Max Life Insurance Company. Welcome to the show, Vishy. Vishy, first question. Please take us through some of the key consumer behavior trends that you are seeing post-COVID-19, and what has been the impact of this on your marketing strategy and your media mix?
First and foremost, yes, there is a significant shift in consumer interest and intent in this sector of life insurance pre and post COVID. The life insurance search intent has increased by a whopping 24% in the first quarter. I'd like to also draw up on a fact that that the Facebook BCG consumer survey of May 20. Now that is actually translated very well in our business as well. I can confirm to you that our conversion rate of online purchase of term insurance, the conversion rate has actually seen a significant spike in higher ages above 40, and higher incomes. What we've done is by shifting the media mix, essentially from direct publisher buys to more biddable platforms, social media, native advertisements which focus on the why of insurance and the why now rather than how much. And finally, our serving of on Facebook audience network has increased. We focus on our target group of male age 30, salaried, affluent news readers, and Facebook is able to get us that segment in a very sharp and targeted manner.
Rishi, people are spending a lot of time online, and digital influence for insurance consumers is 45% compared to the pre COVID rate of approximately 35%. Digital, especially social media, is clearly one of the preferred channels for brands to reach out to their target audiences. How are you leveraging social media in these current times?
You're absolutely right, Suresh. In fact, the consumer survey done by Facebook and BCG talks about two very interesting aspects. Number one was there is a surge in preference for online channel shopping in India. Number two, social distancing has driven India to the social media. So India has adopted and gone digital at a significantly higher clip. We have actually followed our target users post that, Suresh, and at least three recent successes I can share. Number one is our gamification formats on Facebook to drive consumer engagement and brand consideration through a game which we aptly named the Wheel of Life. Gave us good outcomes, nearly an 8 million reach and 72,000 game starts. We experienced one of the highest in recent times. We've also launched multiple contests and engagement campaigns to drive hope and positivity during these rather morbid COVID times where you're only hearing bad news.
Gaurav, coming to you, what are some of the top Facebook solutions that marketers can leverage to strengthen digital sales across platforms in the new normal?
With the traditional lead gen model disrupted, agents are not able to generate the volume of leads that they were used to. We've offered our hyperlocal solution to our insurance partners. This solution gives marketers the option to target people only in the vicinity of specific agents' area of operation. The marketer can drive marketing for any number of agents and ensure that leads are generated within an area that can be serviced by the agent. Another important solution that we're seeing a lot of traction in is the WhatsApp and Messenger-based conversational solution. With the disruption caused by COVID, brands are now building conversational flows on WhatsApp and Messenger that mirror the typical sales conversations undertaken by call center or face-to-face agents. The brands can engage with their TG on WhatsApp and Messenger. They can initiate the sales process, collect basic information, check for eligibility, and offer relevant product details. They can eventually even lead the consumer to the purchase page where the consumer can complete the sale.
Rishi, customers are increasingly keen on a contactless purchase experience. How are you leveraging smart technology to aid both product discovery and comparison? And as a follow up, how are you offering virtual expert support to guide the consumer through the decision making process?
Well, you're absolutely right. We've had to reinvent end to end our model of customer acquisition and onboarding from a very traditional face to face conversational approach to a home to home digital selling approach. We launched a transformational program on the 4th of April, I recall, after about 2 weeks of experiencing lockdown. And we named it Mission Possible, inspired by Tom Cruise's Mission Impossible. So Mission Possible 2020 had a 4 by 4 by 4 approach where we had 4 jobs to be done on verticals, 4 work streams to support these jobs to be done to be completed in 4 weeks. So what we did was the 4 verticals to or the jobs to be done was how do we move sales to digital sales? How do we move training, which is very physical and in person, to digital? Our sales management practices in the office, how do we move that to virtual sales office? And finally, the most difficult, recruiting agent advisors, not in person but home to home, and then onboarding them, inducting them, and then getting them to sell home to home. And that's where hyper localization has really helped us. Very happy to see the early results already. The four verticals the four horizontals that cut across these verticals are analytics, whom to contact, when to contact, the propensity modeling, the digital recruitment and engagement, warming up the customers as we normally do on the online space. Now we started doing that for all our offline customers as well. Frictionless onboarding. How do we eliminate paper? How do we eliminate wet signatures? So that's been a great improvement as well for us. And finally, listening posts, because no one knows what will work and what not. So we're trying to capture the best practices as and when they appear, real time, and then replicate it at scale. So what we did was we built a real value calculator to take on this surge, this flood of need for protection, and people can sit on their own in 30 seconds, know how much sum assured cover they need. We've also set up a retirement calculator, child education calculator, and such like. And we're seeing that the take up rate of these has gone through the roof. We also set up, leverage some conversational interfaces and created chatbots for financial need analysis, product quotations, and customer service. And the take up rate again is very, very positive.
So here's my next question. How important is winning the consumer's trust in the new normal, and what role does brand advocacy play in achieving this?
Well, we are in the trust business. Our average policy tenure is around minimum is 10 years and it goes up to 50 years, sometimes a whole of life. So we're observing that mindful shopping and brand trust have become key drivers of consumer spending across categories. So what we do is what we did very early on in April was to publicize and confirm that all our life insurance policies are COVID inclusive. Death on account of COVID is covered. You do not have to do anything extra. And we actually observed that page had the highest hit on our website. Secondly, we are also leaders in the claims paid ratio, and our claims payment ratio for as of 31st March was 99.22%. So we named it as Bharose Ka number. Not just that, we also observed that this brand advocacy fuels nearly 45% of our new agent recruitments. We recruit our agents, Suresh, 45% of the time from our existing consumers, existing customers who have purchased our policies, and their productivity is significantly higher, and they are more stable agent advisors who have bought what they are going to sell.
And that brings us almost to the end of today's show, but not before we get closing comments from both our speakers. Gaurav, I'm coming to you first. What's been your one biggest learning over the last 3 months?
Well, we've been partnering with the sales and marketing teams of top insurers in driving their brand and sales objectives for a while now. But I think we are now at an inflection point as far as digital penetration in insurance is concerned. COVID has forced insurers to focusing on driving increased digitization across the entire consumer journey, from lead to sale to post-sale and customer servicing. And we are working with them very closely to provide solutions from the Facebook, Instagram, Messenger, and WhatsApp platforms that can help them in navigate this new normal.
Vishy, same question to you. What's been your biggest learning over the last 3 months?
I think there is a premium on agility and adaptability. So adapting to the new consumer behavior and the transformed purchase journey to unlock the opportunity that actually lies hidden inside this adversity. That's really my biggest learning. And how have we gone about doing it? Number one, reduce the effort of your sellers and your buyers. Number two, increase, maybe double the empathy you show and connect with your stakeholders. And finally, focus on trust and brand advocacy. That's really the mantra to success.
And this brings us to the end of our deep dive discussion into the insurance sector. Vishy and Gaurav, thank you for a truly enlightening analysis of the trends that are shaping this sector. And to our audience, if you'd like to know more about the Turn the Tide initiative, please scan the QR code to download the report on the insurance sector. It's a wrap on this episode of Facebook and BCG Present Turn the Tide, Unlock the New Normal in association with CNBC TV 18. In the weeks ahead, we will be deep diving into other industry sectors with our domain experts to present focused insights that we surely hope will help your brand meet your business goals. For now, it's goodbye and many thanks for tuning in.